All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Myself with Tobias. All right, let's talk about Liverpool. Only club not to make a signing yet. Rumours are that they're going back in for Gordon. Gordon wants out. Boy, Liverpool fan. And the rumours is that they're gonna if they get the right amount of money for Diaz, Diaz is out. Tobias, I'll let you start off. I've got what my say on this, but if Gordon comes in and Diaz out, is that a mistake?
What money are you talking about for Diaz? What's the right money for Diaz?
That's what I'm saying. So the rumors are they want 75 million, which they're never going to get. So
And what's the
I
money
don't
for Gordon around the same?
around about the same. So
So it's
they're
like for
basically
like.
gonna, yeah, just going to break even. One's younger. They believe maybe he's got more of an upside than a guy that basically stays fit all the time and was our best wide player, best attacker by a mile. All the other attackers were crap.
No, they're just doing. You was never going to keep Diaz because you don't pay the money to keep Diaz, and it was always a stepping stone. So as such, so you've been hearing rumors about Diaz for a while. So I think they're just getting ahead of the curve, and to bring in a boyhood Liverpool fan fits criteria, isn't it? You'll get the fans always on side because of it, and you're not going to have too much.
Yeah,
You're not going to hear too much noise about it. From a player perspective, uh, for me, Diaz is a better player, um, but we don't know in terms of what style Slot's going to play, what system he's going to play. So until we know and we see it, then you don't know what makes sense. Surely that he must believe it makes sense because he's not going to come into a new job, not get no signings, not get no respect, and then you're going to take one of his better players away and replace him with an inferior player. That doesn't make sense. So there's got to be some sort of logic behind it. They must know that they ain't keeping Diaz. Like if PSG come calling, they're going to pay the money that clearly you lot are not going to pay him. Then what's he going to do? What is Diaz on? Diaz is probably one of your lowest paid players, I believe.
mm.
So yeah, when you look at it like that, and you're not willing to put him on the Trent's 300 because you know now once Trent goes to 300, it's just going to continue. Just like I told you when it happened to Salah. I know because I've been there. As soon as one person's on that big money, then everyone starts knocking on the door. And if you're an important player, then what type of contract would Diaz be looking at?
Well, I don't think Diaz will be asking that type of money. I think he should be near the top earners.
So
I just, I,
he's asking for over 200.
well, I don't know what he's asking for, but he would be between the 150 plus. Definitely, he should be the top five earners, especially on last season. If you watch Liverpool games, he was our only attacker that came out with credit. But what we've got into now in this world of football is about numbers and stats. So the eye test is irrelevant now. We were
Well,
on
don't
our
start
neck.
saying that
Wait,
because
wait, wait, wait,
no,
wait, wait, wait,
because
wait,
when it
wait, wait.
comes to
Let me finish. Let me finish. On the like I said, the eye test. Yes, I've been. I know what you're going to say because sometimes I've said that yes, his output of numbers and assists hasn't been as great, but you can't compare him to Sadio Mane or Mohamed Salah. We don't play that style of football no more. And like I said, wide players for me shouldn't be getting 25, 30 goals a season. Salah and Mane are anomalies. They're one-offs. You don't really get them. We bought Nunes, which somehow the Liverpool fans, he could do nothing wrong. He goes under the radar. If he was scoring 25, 30 goals, nobody will be talking about Diaz. They'll be saying Diaz is excellent. He makes things happen. He's a warrior, always plays, gives his heart on his sleeve. Even if he has a bad game, the work rate, determination, all of that we'll be talking about. But what we're talking about is that he doesn't get enough goals and assists. So the eye test is irrelevant because he's always arguably one of our best players, if not our best players. But we've got a striker who we spent 85 billion who can't score. If you look at Man City's wide players, they don't get massive numbers. They've got a killer in front of goal who gets the bulk of the goals and the rest chip in. Arsenal a bit different. They all chip in. But we've got a number 9 who we bought to score the bulk of the goals, and he can't score. So everybody somehow is going on to Diaz. They were killing Gakpo, but because Gakpo had a decent end of the season, had a good Euros, now Liverpool fans are saying, get rid of Diaz, play Gakpo in his right position. The common denominator for me is Nunes. If he was doing his job, which is putting the ball in the net and how many chances he's had, we won't be talking about Diaz. We will be loving him. We want to keep him. But we've got a striker that can't score.
Yeah, but you, in a way, you're kind of used to that. Like having Firmino up there who didn't have the highest goal.
No, but we don't play that. That's what I'm saying. But we don't play that no more. Firmino was a false 9 who was basically a number 10 that converted into a number 9. He wasn't a goal scorer, but our style has changed. We bought an out-and-out number 9, a goal getter that doesn't score. So we still want Mane and Salah numbers from Diaz, but we've got a number 9 who's supposed to be getting them numbers. And Diaz is supposed to get 10, 12 goals, 8, 9 assists a season. That's a good season. If Nunes was getting 25 plus, we wouldn't be talking about him. We don't talk about Bernardo Silva. If you look at his numbers, we look at the eye test that he's a world-class player.
What did you spend on Diaz? Was it 50?
Yeah, 45 plus. I think it's 45 million. Just under 50, I think it was. And I think the goal output and the numbers is not that bad. The eye test for me is that it shows that no matter what, when the chips are down, he always fights as a warrior. Certain games, he's carried Liverpool. And if you'd have got the goals with his performances, we'll be saying it is amazing. But that is Diaz. I am not selling him. For Gordon, who's basically had 12 to 18 months. I know Liverpool looking at the upside and the goals he scored against the top 6 and Rio Tinto. I understand all of that. But I'm going to keep a guy that I know is that he's going to give me 100% every single game. I would rather get a number 9 who can score a goal.
Yeah, but the most important thing is, does Diaz want to stay? That's where it all comes down to, isn't it? Like, for hearing the amount of rumours you hear about Diaz for the longest time now, it doesn't seem like he wants to stay. So if he doesn't want to stay, what do you do?
Yeah, 100%. If he says he wants to go, he hasn't come out of his mouth. We've had rumours and we've had murmurs that he wants to go to play in Spain. He's South American. You know how it is with South American players. They want to play in Spain. I think the Real Madrid and Barcelona trade has passed, but a PSG, maybe a new adventure for him, or a new country, new team, new city. Maybe he's thinking.
If he ain't going to Spain, he's going for the money, isn't it? Because if he wants to talk about sun and sand, he can go Saudi, if that's the case. Like, at the end, he wants to get paid. That's it. Like,
I think he wants to get paid, but I still think I don't think he feels appreciated by Liverpool and the fans.
And where's the appreciation come from? The appreciation comes from being paid. That's where it all comes from. Ultimately, that's what matters for Diaz. It's not. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. Like, he's looking after his future, isn't it? He knows what he's worth. He believes he's worth than what he's getting paid. Alisson's happy to sit there on being one of your most important players and the lowest paid. That's his business. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Diaz has got a different agenda. He believes that he deserves that 250 maybe. If you look at it across the board and look what people are getting paid now, look at what Diaby's just moved to Saudi and getting paid what, 2,500 quid a week. That's crazy. So you're looking at them numbers out there. Then what are you expecting?
No, I agree. I don't know.
Out there to get money out of, and with PSG needing someone to step in, Mbappe losing Neymar and the rest of them, then he's thinking he can get a paycheck there.
100%. You might be right, but like I said, I think fans in general are quite fickle and forget that Diaz was our best attacker by a mile last year. And
you're quite fickle. I heard the other day, what was it in the group? Sel Van Dijk, was it?
I never said Sel Van Dijk. I said and if you read properly, it's like you read between the lines. I said, listen, I said, keep Trent, give Van Dijk a new deal on the same money. If not, let his contract run out. Simple. I'm not giving him a new contract on big or more money. at 33 years of age.
On the same money.
Same money. 2-year deal, same money. If he says no, you run out his contract. He stays until the end of the season. He goes.
But
Thank you.
I reckon you give him a deal on the same money he stays, though.
That's fine. That's fine. A 2-year
I
deal.
don't think you've got to giving him the money on the same terms. You want some mates rates.
Well, but if it's, we don't know. If it's mates rates, I understand. If it's same money, yes, I understand. Same with Salah, same money. But these guys are getting on, and we've got to realize, like, you need to know when to sell or strike when the iron's hot. You know, one club that are so good at it with their stars when they sell at the right time is Real Madrid. They sell their players at the right time.
They only do it so good because they've had us as suckers over the last couple of years that will take the fodder.
Yeah, you got clouds like you guys, Man United. You buy them, but it works though. But I'm saying it works. So
we've been supporting Perez for the longest.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
But I wouldn't say they're great at it. They just spot a victim, and we're that victim.
Well, they're still great at it because they still get rid of that player. They don't keep him. No. So you're just a Man United are just suckers to signing him, but they do get rid of their players. They do get rid of their players.
They don't. They allow them to make the decision.
No,
then they get offered telephone numbers, which they're not getting at Real Madrid at the twilight of their career, and they snap everyone's hand off. Of course, I don't. Casemiro wasn't forced out like that. I don't even believe Varane was.
No, I think they were. I think they wanted to get rid of Varane, and I think they wanted to get rid of Casemiro.
Oh, yeah, I don't deny that they wanted to, but I believe that they was given the option, the choice. I don't think they disrespected them and just threw him to the wall. But
the choice, but we know in football they give you choices, but the choice they don't want you.
No, so it's a choice of you're going to be. This is where you're going to be in the pecking order. This is what you're going to get.
Basically, they don't want you there. So basically, they don't want you. That's what they're basically saying in a nice way. You can stay, be a bit part player, or go somewhere and be the main guy, but you're not going to play here. That's what it comes down to, and that's what Real Madrid are good at.
That's going to be the conversation for your players as they get older, isn't it?
Well, it's the conversation now.
Where they are now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the conversation is now. Is that literally this is what the terms are. If you don't like it, I understand. You've been absolutely world class for us, but with football, players come and go. Like players come and go, bruv. Like I've seen this. I've seen this before. I've seen Steven Gerrard leave. I've seen Luis Suarez leave. Like players come and go. This is football. And
you can't be unhappy with the Diaz situation then.
No, it's not. I'm not. It's not like I'm not happy with the Diaz situation. The situation with Diaz for me is that some Liverpool fans are forgetting that how good he was for us last year. People just, like I said, I'm just talking about the general public of football now. It's about stats and numbers. The eye test and watching the game is irrelevant now. It's just basically who scored, who got the assist. That's it. You don't have to watch the game. I'm saying, yes, his numbers they're not like Mane and peak Salah, but we have a number 9 who's supposed to get Mane's numbers, and Salah chips in with the double figures, which he has. But because his numbers ain't through the roof, people say, oh, get rid of him. And Gakpo, who's only towards the end of the season, was playing well, and he has really good Euros. Liverpool fans are, get rid of Diaz. We've got Gakpo anyway. Now they're bringing in Gordon, who's had a 12/18 months of a good season. Yes, his potential the upside might be bigger than Diaz. But at this moment in time, I still believe Diaz is a better footballer than Gordon right now. Don't know in the next couple of years how good Gordon's going to be. But right now, Diaz is a better player.
Can Gordon exceed Diaz?
I don't know. To me, the jury's out for me. I don't rate him that highly.
I test of what you've seen from Gordon now. Do you believe he can reach the potential to be better than Diaz?
Maybe as good as. I don't think better than. Maybe. Hope I'm wrong. But if he does come, hope I'm wrong. But I would say is the same level. I think Diaz is better right now, but maybe Gordon could get to the same level. That's what I've seen. But you never know. He's young, and we'll see. He's
a local lad, isn't it? So
yeah, and I like his mentality. I like how he talks. Like he lives, breathes football. I like his mentality.
I mean, fairness to him.
I like his mentality, and he was fuming that him not playing in the Euros. He was fuming, like his head was going, like, say, I should be playing. So I do like his. That's what I like about him. He's no playboy. He breathes, lives, and footballs. And there's rumors that deep down he reckons he could become one of the best wingers in the world. That's what he has in his head. So I like his mentality. So fair play to him. So that's what I like about him. If you watch his like, I think it was the overlap with Gary Neville, you hear him speak, like,
I don't watch it.
He's
to be fair, I don't think I've very rarely heard him speak, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when you do hear him speak, he's no playboy. It's literally everything is just eat, breathe, sleep football. He's a student of the game. He's a serious guy.
So of that aspect, if you got someone that wants to play for you, someone that doesn't,
you
know you're gonna get him on bargain rates. You ain't got that worry. He's at in his mind the biggest club he needs to be at.
Yeah, straight.
So it works out for everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah,
if we're saying that, I don't dislike Gordon. He's effective, but he doesn't pull in numbers anyway. So if you're buying him to pull up numbers, then
that's it.
That's the wrong signing. So the expectation's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about surely Diaz must have less years left on his contract than Gordon. How long Diaz was left?
I think they've got roughly the same. I know Gordon's contracts. It's a weird contract he signed. It was like 3.5 years. So he's in like the last 18 months of his contract. Plus he's not going to sign, and Newcastle still have to sell players. So I think that signing, you might see that go at the, like the final days of the window or the 11th hour. I can see that happening, and I can see Diaz leaving right at the end as well.
Yeah, a lot of business is going to be done at the end of this transfer window because it's been so quiet. It needs to happen. But that's crazy if we're looking at that's your sort of after Klopp leaving. That's going to be like your marquee signing.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, what do you think? Gordon in, Diaz out? Put it in the comments. Tobias, last word.
He's like in the mud, man. Let's keep it going. You know what? I know when it gets bad when Shaq has to draw for the Liverpool top.
It's a new one. It's a new one. It's a new one.
All sorts of powers. I thought it was looking fresh. Is that the
new one?
New one. Man, I tried to invest,
yeah.
You're rich, bro. I ain't got that kit, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I see them prices of them kits, my guy, listen. No, thank you. I'll have to draw Man United on my top.
Draw it. Chalk it on. We are Real Talk Football TV and we are out. No, I didn't pay